How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to, I guess, a late episode. I do apologize that I haven't really been active this week. So, anyways, this is gonna go up on both the IGTV and YouTube channel. But I wanted to discuss today's episode based upon this year's batches of phones. I guess you can say, well, I don't really call them upgrades. That's the hard part. You can't really say that they're an upgrade from last year's model, because it just seems that all these companies are putting out phones with just barely minor bump ups from last year's model. And I had a feeling that this was going to happen because of the fact that, they've been conditioning us to be accepting of this. Like, we used to get major bump ups from the next generation device, whether it was a flagship device or if it was a mid-range or if it was a budget. There would be something noticeable to really, get your money's worth depending on the price. And so now it's not even that anymore. We don't even get into those types of things. Like the LG Stylo 5 was a major disappointment to a lot of people, and I was really holding out that the Stylo 5 for Metro by T-Mobile was going to be the saving grace, and that turned out not to be. So now we're looking at the Moto E6. Now the E series from Motorola, I've been a fan of, just for the simple fact, it's their budget option. It's always been their budget option, and it's sad as hell. For me, the Moto E4 and the E4 Plus, probably like the point where Motorola was starting to actually do good with budget devices and kind of taking that area from LG. And then you had the E5 and the E5 Plus, which was okay, it was some bump ups right there. But then now we have the Moto E6, and this is a minor bump up. However, it is kind of sad though, and it goes for about $150. Well, according to this here, so it runs Android 9 Pie, so hey, that's good. So it's got an octa-core 1.4 gigahertz Cortex A53 processor that's paired with 2 gigabytes of RAM and a 3000 milliamp hour battery and a 13 megapixel rear camera. I'm assuming the front camera is 5 megapixels, considering that. Let's see. Don't really talk too much about that. What do we have here? 16 gigs of onboard storage. That's going to be a little bit tough now that most mid-range devices are pushing 32. So it's like 32 gigs is going to become the very low end. This is still pushing 16 gigs, so I don't know. Some people are going to be frowning about that. Not really much to it. I mean, it doesn't really even say what the front camera is, but yeah, as far as the chipset, Snapdragon 435. So it's still 400 series. Here we go, cameras. Yep, front selfie cam, 5 megapixels. I mean, the resolution is 4128 by 3096. That's pretty much that. So video recording 1920 by 1080 at 30 frames per second. I think this is moving. But oh well. So I mean, like, okay, I don't expect it to get super flashy, but I do expect it to kind of be more of an upgrade. I mean, the whole plan of these companies is to sell you into upgrading every year. That's what they want to do. That's how they make their money. Remember, they can't sell Android. They can't sell you 9.0 Pi for, the Moto E4 Plus or the Moto E5. I think the Moto E5 also got 9 Pi, but anyhow, they can't sell you the operating system. So the only way that they're going to actually be lucrative is if they sell you the hardware. But if you're going to sell me the hardware, then beef it up from last year. I mean, that's my prerogative. Beef it up from last year instead of like being like, okay, we're going to give you the same thing, we're going to give you the same crap, we're going to give you the latest operating system that's available right now, and we want you to pay $150 for it. It's really sad. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I got right now. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section of the video regarding the Moto E6 and the LG Stylo 5 and the fact that they're just very minor bump ups and nothing grand. If you guys have subscribed, thanks so much for doing so. Appreciate that. And yeah, I'll talk to you on the next one. And as always,